Hello. I didn't see you there. It's just me, your commentator, trying to tweet out the stream. And Dunks pitter-pattering away on the floor. How are you today, Dunks? He didn't answer me. He's quite rude, honestly. I feel a little disrespected. Either way, welcome, everyone, to WWE 2K18 Universe Mode. Jimmbob, Crocket Promotions. I am your commentator and Friday Night Fights General Manager Trey, joined, as always, by Dunks, who's actually awake this time because he's in a riled-up mood. And if he whines, he's going to get in trouble. But hopefully he don't act like a little baby. And he just calms on down like he normally does. We have... it's like a filler show. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. This is a very fillerish show here for Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. I know I should be hyping it up, but it's not my show. It's not my job to hype it up. I'm just here to call the action. Your general manager, Jim Boss, he's taking a temporary leave of absence. Some of this, oh god, it's all falling apart. There we go. Some of the booking that he would normally do, he didn't do. He made like, I'll be real with you. I made this show. Normally, obviously, your general manager would make the show. I was given some basic guidelines on how to book the show here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so I will do just that. Monsieur Smoocher. And we are going to open the show with the man who will be closing the show here tonight. Your brand new Fight Master Champion Darth Maul defeated Big Papa Smurf for the title at Great Balls of Fire last weekend, I believe. Ending Big Papa Smurf's legendary reign with that title. Big Papa Smurf was only a week away from tying the record of longest champion, currently held by Sting at 7 weeks. Big Papa Smurf wanted that so bad, but unfortunately, when it came time, he just fell a little short, and Darth Maul holds that title now. I know, Dunks is very sad. It's a broken heart. Sometimes dreams don't come true, Dunks. He just sneezed on my hand. Absolutely rude. Darth Maul will be defending his Fight Master Championship tonight against the one and only Santa Claus. So be sure to stay tuned for that main event, as we mostly deal with the backlash of Great Balls of Fire here tonight, where every title changed hands except for the Punchy Boys 2K18 title, which is still held by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Goodness, Dunks. You foosing. Oh my goodness. He does not like Darth Maul. Darth Maul is a villain in every way, and Dunks is having absolutely none of it. Good lord, the pure evil emanating through the TV right now, it's making him very upset. Before we go any further, I want to say that as many people that annoy me around here, including a lot of you, nothing angers me more than the backstage attitude I receive from the rest of the roster. Oh, do the other wrestlers not like Sith Lords? I don't like it when someone does me wrong. I don't like the idea that someone got the better of me, because I deserve better than that. There is no one out here who's better than me. Management keeps giving every other superstar opportunity after opportunity, and it's about time I get my due. I'm done with being held back. I'm done with waiting for my turn. It's time for me to take matters into my own hands. WWE locker room, there's not a man among you, not one man who can actually come out here and wrestle like a champion. That's a fact. There is no one here who can do the things that I do, or wrestle the way I wrestle. Not before and not since. Golden Age, Attitude Era, PG, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I'm stuck here in the Bozo Era with the worst the WWE has to offer. That's like the gist. I don't think that last sentence was important. You think I'm done here? You think this is over? I promise you this is just the beginning. I haven't even begun. All I've been doing now is just a warm-up. The real show starts the second I leave this ring and enter that locker room. I'm going to stare down every punk in there, and we'll find out who's a man and who's just a little boy pretending. Then the next time I'm out here, maybe one of those so-called tough guys will actually have the stones to face me. It's about to get real in here, people. Watch out. Goodness me, Dunks. Absolutely thrilling commentary from our brand new Fight Master Champion. I go to put up the shitty WWE JPEG, and I keep accidentally putting up the stream start soon thing. It's very disappointing when such things happen. Isn't that right, LaDonker? He says, yes, 100%. So upset. I shake his little paws. He gets fussy. Now we are going to start this matchup tonight. Start the show off tonight with a matchup. It's the Money in the Bank qualifier. Now, I've made a mistake. I've made a goof on my part. I have forgotten... Where's my... I have forgotten the timer that I normally put on the screen. So I'm just going to have to use a stopwatch on my phone in order to save us time of me having to set it back up. But I will be unbiased. I already have 3 people in the Money in the Bank. So you can trust my word. You can also just check the YouTube time if you're watching the VOD of this. Hell, you can time it yourself if you're watching live. I don't care. I'm not going to cheat here. I'm just going to use a stopwatch on my phone for convenience. And this is a special match. Finn Balor, after seeing the failure of Luke Gallows at Great Balls of Fire, requested an opportunity for his other partner in the Balor Club, is Carl Anderson. It was a very contrived way of saying that. And Jimmbob agreed and gave the other opportunity to the man who pinned the leader of the Dark Mizzards at Great Balls of Fire, Deadpool. So it is going to be Deadpool versus Carl Anderson in this Money in the Bank qualifier match. Finn Balor at ringside for Carl Anderson as the timer begins. I will inform you of the time as soon as this match is over, as we see Deadpool and Carl Anderson locking up. The current confirmed competitors for Money in the Bank are Snorlax, Ed, Curtis Axel, and Jason Jordan. That's right. So there will only be 2 more competitors announced for Money in the Bank. One of these 2 could be it. Money in the Bank, of course, this Friday, as we see quite the backbreaker from Carl Anderson. Now kicking Deadpool hard, continuing to stomp. Oh, and choking Deadpool out. The aggression here by Carl Anderson. A lot of people saw Luke Gallows as the failure of the Balor Club at Great Balls of Fire. Codebreaker from Deadpool. Carl Anderson doesn't want his name associated with failure either. As we see Deadpool now picking Carl Anderson up for a big slammy. Followed up with a dropkick. Are you okay, Dunks? Jesus Christ. He's very riled up. Deadpool continuing to stomp on, some would say, the smallest member of the Balor Club. You know, Balor's probably more ripped, but he might be shorter. Sending Deadpool into the steel post. Pull out powerbomb Deadpool. Jesus, Dunks. It's that time of the year. If you catch my drift. For poor young prepubescent Dunker. As we see Deadpool now getting Irish whipped into the ropes. Oh, and a single leg drop kick from Carl Anderson. Throwing his fist in the air. Dunk's getting riled up for Carl. Maybe you want Deadpool to win? I think he wants Deadpool to win. Neck breaker from Carl Anderson. Still not finished. Wants to end this match a bit quicker if he wants to guarantee a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. We are at 2 minutes so far on the stopwatch as we see Carl Anderson running. Oh, for another big drop kick. Little weird setup for a drop kick, but it works nonetheless. As Carl Anderson now gets Deadpool up to one knee, up to both feet, and just punches him right back down. Carl Anderson looking to finish Deadpool here. Could Deadpool just eat shit in this match? Oh! The Carl Cutter. 1, 2. No, and Deadpool kicks out. Carl Anderson arguing with the referee there. Doesn't believe anyone would kick out of the Carl Cutter. Classic ancient maneuver. Passed down from one club member to another. And every club member changes it just a little bit. Oh, and there's the jawbreaker from Deadpool. Who now sticks Carl Anderson up for a sit-out powerbomb on the bottom rope. Carl Anderson's neck has got to be feeling a little bit of whiplash from that. Deadpool taunting the crowd, telling you to go see his new movie, Deadpool 2, coming soon to theaters. As Deadpool looking for some big maneuver. Sling Blade taunting the leader of the Balor Club, who is at ringside, of course, for this match. Irish whipping Carl Anderson into the corner now. What is the hell is Deadpool doing? Oh, he's looking for that hesitation drop kick to Carl Anderson. Gesundheit dunks. And now Deadpool hyping himself up to the crowd. Carl Anderson trying to crawl the ropes, get himself to his feet. Deadpool's right there behind him. Ninja roll by Carl Anderson. Drop kick catches Deadpool off guard. Trying to pin him off the drop kick. 1, 2. Oh, and Deadpool kicks out. The crowd going wild for this opening match here at Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Too sweet from Carl Anderson. Oh, but that punch catches him off guard. Carl Anderson now getting him up, going for the power bomb, but Deadpool fighting through, able to get down, misses the punch, and that's going to cost him as Carl Anderson hits him with a snapmare. Anderson now choking Deadpool in the chin lock, but Deadpool continuing to fight. Big elbows. Oh, right hook. This could be Deadpool's opportunity. Massive body slam into the pin. 1. Oh, and Carl Anderson kicks out. Deadpool looks exhausted. Needs to finish Carl Anderson quickly. We are almost at 5 minutes here. One of the longer Money in the Bank qualifier matches here in this Beat the Clock challenge. As Deadpool sets Carl Anderson up for a second hesitation drop kick. Could that be enough to put Carl Anderson away? Deadpool's not going to take that chance as he gets hit with a jawbreaker. And Anderson now with that drop kick right to the head of Deadpool. And now Anderson playing himself to the crowd having none of it, booing Anderson. But Anderson doesn't care what the fans think, he just cares what Finn Balor thinks. Carl Cutter to Deadpool, Balor's going wild. 1, 2, 3, and Carl Anderson has defeated Deadpool. 5 minutes, 31 seconds is the time to beat. And Anderson, no, don't do it. You've already proven yourself here. The Balor Club has already proven they're worthy of Money in the Bank. Why is Carl Anderson attacking Deadpool? Doesn't Carl Anderson know what happens when you mess with the law? I can't believe we just saw that here tonight. As we get ready to move on to our next segment of the night. What is your problem, Dunkaroo? What is your problemerini? I am going to mute this for just a second. Okay, we are ready to get back into this now, as we are going to hear from one of the many people who won their matches last night, Kevin Owens.
He looks very focused and ready to make a point. This crowd obviously wants to know what's going on.
Is my chat off? Let me refresh. I guess chat died for some reason. As Kevin Owens comes out, I'm going to read this while I wait for the page to reload and hope chat's working. Chat should hopefully be back up. As Kevin Owens just kind of out here doing the do. There we go. Chat's working now. Did I call you a liar? When did that happen? I'm in the back during the show, and I watch every moment. I see every confrontation. I look at these other matches with superstars giving their all to entertain you people, and I'm left wondering why on earth would anyone in the WWE Universe care about something I wasn't involved in. Which match could he be talking about? I'm not enjoying the current state of the WWE. And why? I'm well paid, I'm well traveled, I'm well enjoyed. Sort of. But I'm not the biggest star on this roster, and that's where I need to be. Real question here. Can we name the next pay-per-view after me? I mean, I plan on headlining it, and in fact, I'm out here to demand that. Are there other names on the roster? Yes, but I'm the textbook, and they're just footnotes. I apologize for not realizing that chat was off. There was literally no way for me to know that chat was off. I'm not asking anymore, I'm telling you. I want a championship match. I want it, I want it, I want it. That's the good thing about Twitter, is people can tell me that chat isn't working, and I can refresh chat, and now I can see chat. Thanks for keeping your shit together, Twitch. Really appreciate it. Regardless of what you peons think, you know what I'm saying is true. I am the greatest superstar to ever grace the squared circle, and it's only a matter of time before I've got championship gold wrapped around my waist. Okay, well, you know, bold words. Bold words by Kevin Owens, and he can have those bold words. He and Sami Zayn did escape the steel cage in that match against Braun Strowman and Neville. I went ahead and refreshed everything again, because now I'm pretty paranoid about chat just deciding not to work. It's a rampant concern now. Heading right off the back of that Anderson versus Deadpool match, we are going to have another club match, and it's going to be a little bit of a swap. It is going to be The Miz versus Finn Balor, with T.J. Perkins and the newly potential Money in the Bank qualifying Carl Anderson at ringside. The Mizzards had a bit of a hard time at Great Balls of Fire, losing to the Law. Now Anderson, he just beat the member of the Law that pinned the Miz. So I mean, that's gotta make Miz feel pretty disrespected. Hashtag fuck Gallows. Well, good news for you, Gallows is not booked for the show here tonight. 2 club matches, but no Gallows, so that should make the fans decently happy. Carl Anderson could be going to Money in the Bank. Finn Balor could clock his way to a title shot. Weird phrasing of that. Against The Miz. As immediately we get the neckbreaker. Hey, stop. Stop. As Miz now gets Balor up to his feet. Trying to show off here a bit. Saw that one member of the Balor Club took out the Law. Or at least attacked a member of the Law. You have to imagine, oh, fucking Miz effect! You have to imagine that the Law's not going to take so kindly to Anderson just attacking Deadpool like that after the match. As we see the Miz now going to the top rope, don't see this often, looking for Balor to get up to his feet. Oh, and a diving crossbody. What a move by the Mizzard, flying through the air. Irish whip to Finn Balor, getting him with a big boot. Into a pin now. 1. Oh, but Balor kicking out immediately. I think maybe Balor underestimated the Miz a little bit here. And I think he's done doing that as we're starting to see Balor fight back. Oh, gut buster to the Miz. Balor now up to the second rope. Goes for the elbow drop. The forearm smash, one or the other. Carl Anderson distracting the Miz. Now, we didn't see Balor get involved with the last match at all, but Carl Anderson already getting involved as Balor grabs the Miz from behind, Irish whipping him into the ropes. Nope. Miz, I don't know what was the idea there, but Miz escaped. Northern Lights suplex from Balor. Goes for the drop kick. Miz able to dodge out of the way, and a drop kick from the Miz catches Balor. Eye for an eye here. 1, and Balor still kicking out at 1. Oh no, he's calling for the Mizzards. Finn Balor better watch out. Oh, and he's got Balor up. What is the Miz doing? Oh, snake eyes on the top turnbuckle. Balor's gonna be dazed. Carl Anderson. Oh, the running knee. Shades of Daniel Bryan. Into the pin. Carl Anderson throwing a steel chair into the ring. Balor kicking out. Miz can't believe the flying knee wasn't enough. As Balor now gets up. Could be looking for that DDT on the steel chair. The ref hasn't seen it yet. But now Miz ready to finish Balor. Is the steel chair gonna work against Balor? Oh, he's locking in the figure 4. No one's ever broken out of the Miz's figure 4 leg lock. Is Balor going to tap? Oh, it was a rope break. He made it to the ropes. Still, no one's broken out of the figure 4. But the rope did save him. Look at that neck breaker by the Miz. And the ref now sees the chair. That distracted him long enough. That's going to save him some time on the pinfall. And Balor kicks out. The crazy bizarro land of insane booking. How dare you? It was clearly the right decision for Deadpool to go over Miz at Great Balls of Fire. I think all the right decisions were made at Great Balls of Fire. Except for Sami Zayn and Owens beating Strowman and Neville. They didn't beat them. They escaped from a cage. I think this is some quality booking. And if you have a problem with it, I thought he was going to hit a skull-crushing finale on Miz. Take it up with your general manager, even though he didn't book this show. Every time. Oh, there's that reverse Bloody Sunday. What is it, like 1916, I think. Now Balor going up to the top rope. Classic maneuver here. The coup de grace to the Miz. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and the Miz kicks out. Crowd booing the Miz. That son of a bitch. What is Balor absorbing dark magic into his demon state? What was happening here? Oh, he's going in. And here we're going to see the original Sling Blade from Balor. Whoa! The speed of Miz must have gotten a boost from Perkins on the outside. Flying knee out of nowhere. Into the pin from the flying knee. 1, 2. No! Balor barely kicking out. Miz arguing with the referee. Now Balor slowly getting up. Doesn't see the Miz perched behind him. Skull-crushing finale busts Balor open. Anderson's pissed. 1, 2, 3, and the Miz pins Finn Balor. So the club beats the Law one-on-one, but then the Mizzards beat the club one-on-one. An interesting series of events here to open Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. It's possible Balor was a little tired from being at ringside in the last match, but it's a thin excuse considering he didn't really do much. Look at him. Look at him, just excited. The Mizzards are here and they're ready to rumble. Even though the Royal Rumble's not for a while. They're always ready to rumble. 50-50 booking in French Land. How dare you? 50-50 booking is the worst. It's like 50-50 booking on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions, and then on like Friday Night Fights, it's fucking Kin Bone, undefeated god tier wrestler. And like Big Papa Smurf was like that for a while, until Darth Maul ended his reign 1 week shy of being the best. Isn't that right, Dunks? Dunks sits patiently and awaits our next segment, which is going to be yet another promo. Of course, it's Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. It's the Raw of our Universe mode, so there's going to be 100 fucking promos. He literally told me, as many as possible, give everyone who won a promo at Great Balls of Fire. That's not possible. It's too many winners, but there's a lot. It's like 5 or 6 promos. So we are going to hear now from your brand new Women's Champion, the holder of JoJo's Bizarre Championship, Beth Phoenix, absolutely decimating Candice LeRae in what was the greatest women's match we have ever had here in Universe mode. New champion alert, Dunks. New champion alert. Squeeze the booty. Squeeze Dunks' booty. It's like a Thanksgiving turkey. What do you say, WWE Universe? Wow, this arena is electric. You really know how to welcome a woman. However, there's something I need to get off my chest, and I couldn't think of a better place to do it than right here, right now. I've been in the women's division long enough to know that if you want something to happen, you can't sit around and wait for it to happen. This is the WWE, not the DMV. You don't wait for your number to be called, you make yourself heard, and you make things happen. And Beth Phoenix certainly made things happen at Great Balls of Fire. I'm not an aspiring reality show contestant. I'm not here to figure out what I'm going to do after WWE. I'm here for WWE to be in WWE and to become your champion. And she has succeeded in her goal. I want to have a shot for the title at the next pay-per-view. Well, fuck, I can't, like, turn that one any other way. And really show all of you in the WWE Universe what I can do. I want to prove to everyone that I'm the best superstar in this roster. No one else has the heart or passion I have. Heath Slater, Stone Cold down the middle. I wish, maybe we'll book Heath Slater versus Stone Cold when we find Heath Slater, hashtag bring him home on Twitter to help find Heath Slater after he was kidnapped. I'm so thankful the WWE Universe is right here by my side, because where would the WWE be without the fans? Together we can accomplish anything, and my quest to be the greatest woman in the history of this company is not only possible, it's inevitable. Jimmbob really needs to stop booking champions to have promos, because bad promos, because they keep saying, every promo is like, I want the championship, Dunks, but then they have the championship, and 2K didn't account for that, because 2K sucks at making games, so it's like, I would like a shot at the championship, and they've got like 9 belts around their waist. Dunks is very concerned by this rant. He's just looking around, he's like, goodness me, but there was a reason that Beth Phoenix came out. Because it is time for our women's match of the evening. We might as well double down on the women's, since there ain't gonna be no women's in Saudi Arabia. Know what I'm saying? Propaganda time. Greatest Royal Rumble? More like greatest fucking sausage fest. They learned from Jim Boss on how to cut promos. He needs to quit talking to it. This is why he's taking his leave of absence. Clearly he's taking his temporary leave of absence because he's running his show into the ground. And it's up to me to save it. You have little bites on your head, Donker. Gesundheit! Goodness! Our women's match of the evening. I have accidentally started it before I meant to. Help. There we go. It is Asuka versus Ruby Riott with her human puppet Roderick Strong at ringside. And immediately Tornado DDT to Ruby Riott. You'll notice Roddy, he's mostly stationary. He moves a little bit. It's because Ruby Riott does not want to use too much energy to control him while fighting Asuka. But she's using just enough so that she can control him if she needs to cause a distraction on the outside. The brilliant mind that is Ruby Riott. Here against a tough opponent in Asuka. Asuka stomps down on the arm of Roberto Riott. That's Riott with 1 T. It is not 2 T's in this game. It has not been updated. So it's Riott with 1 T, Dunks. Asuka Irish whipped in the ropes. Oh, Ruby Riott, there's a bunch of shenanigans. Crucifix! Whole lot of fast-paced action right there. A staple of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions and WWE 2K18 Universe mode. as a whole. What a slam, trying to break Ruby Riot's arm. Even stopping him from rolling out of the ring, trying to make that puppet mastery impossible. Asuka on the top rope. What a dive! All the weight of Asuka coming down on Ruby Riot. Dragon sleeper out of nowhere. Ruby Riot in serious trouble, trying to hold on. Yeah, it's Riot. No, it's Riot with one T. They haven't updated this game yet, so it's Riot with one T. Goes for the spinning heel kick. She, like, hit her in the gut. Oh, weird hip slam. This is not, like, a very clean match. This has been a really funky match. As Asuka drags Ruby Riot center of the ring. Ruby screaming for mercy. Stomp! As now Asuka gets Ruby Riot back up. And goes for the Irish whip. What the fuck is going on? Out of nowhere, the Asuka lock. Ruby Riot in serious trouble. She can't control Roddy in this position, and Ruby Riot has no choice but to tap. And Asuka completely destroys Ruby Riot, even with Roderick Strong at ringside, by neutralizing the arm. Ruby was unable to send Roderick Strong in to help her. And Asuka walks away victorious. I think Ruby Riot's talking shit to a member of the crowd using Roderick Strong. Poor Roddy, having to sit through all this nonsense just because he was paralyzed by someone who's not even champion anymore. Disgusting. Let me affect the win-loss ratios real quick. So in our first match, we had Carl Anderson defeating Carl Anderson, now 1-1. Carl Anderson defeated Deadpool. Deadpool now 0-2 actually, because he lost to The Miz in singles competition. Miz defeats Finn Balor. That puts The Miz at 5-2 in singles competition. Miz has had a lot of singles competition here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Finn Balor 1-1 singles competition. I mean, this is also including like Fatal 4-Ways and shit, but you get what I'm saying. And Asuka defeats Ruby Riot, putting Asuka at 1-0, undefeated, and Ruby Riot at 1-2. A little, not the greatest, not the best, but it can be turned around. You know, you can get better there. But until then, it is now time for us to hear from the greatest wrestler who ever lived, ever graced your screen. It's Shane O'Mac, Shane McMahon. The greatest God-tier wrestler of all time. If there was a tier list for wrestlers, Shane McMahon would be at the very top in his own tier list, titled Shane McFucking-Man. And he is now 1/3, maybe 1/2, I still don't have clarification on that, of your new tag team champions. Well, after raising all sorts of hell backstage and knocking a few people out of my way, I'm finally here to say my piece. Here are the facts. I've got a lot of things that I want, but a lot of things getting in the way of it. And the more obstacles that certain people put in front of me, the angrier I become. I'm done being the nice guy around here, because nice guys finish last. Actually, they finish after the last guy and wind up cleaning up the mess. From now on, I'm doing what I want, when I want. And it starts by demanding the right to main event a pay-per-view. Now, wait a minute, Kevin Owens already demanded the right to main event a pay-per-view. It's a little confliction of interests here. I gotta ask, is this the best the WWE has to offer? Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of big mouths who are trying to get famous with a lot of big talk and empty promises. You talking about Kevin Owens? That's not the way I operate. I shoot straight and hit straighter. So if there's someone back there who really wants a shot at the big time, I'm standing right here. The WWE is about to change forever. I'm not the same man I was when I stepped into this ring. Now I'm angry, and when I'm angry, that's when things get real. You all had better brace yourselves for what's coming. This is a new me, and some of you might not like it. But when it's all over, when the dust is settled and I'm standing there holding up that title, I promise you all that it will be worth it. Yeah, Shane McMahon, of course, changed by being inside Hell in a Cell. He's a changed man. It made him angrier. It gave him the bloodlust. So Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon not just requesting, demanding the right to main event the next pay-per-view. We don't even know what the next pay-per-view is. It could be anything. Dunks, your thoughts. He licked his foot. Zero thoughts. Zero brain. And of course, Shane McMahon, you know, a tag team champion. So we're going to go, of course, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're going to transition into tag team action. Wow. We're going to see the New Day versus Edge and Christian. It'll be Big E and Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods at ringside. Let's take a little look-see at the win-loss records of these two tag teams. Edge and Christian are 1-0. They are undefeated in tag team action. With the New Day, also both these teams 1-0 in tag team action. Wow, that seems wrong. Didn't New Day lose at some point? Because wasn't it like? It seems wrong. Oh no, the match they lost was the ladder match, and that didn't count against them. That's right. That's what I'm thinking. So both 1-0 in regular tag team combat. Big E backbreaker to Edge. Big E now just kicking Edge in the gut. What's Big E Langston playing? What a power bomb into the ropes! Jesus, Big E looking to make a name for himself. You know, the tag title picture, it's all been fuffled up. Now that the Shield are no longer your tag champs, Big E looking to make a name for his team by destroying Edge right here. Massive belly-to-belly suplex. Getting Edge back up his feet, but Edge fighting back now. Throwing the massive Big E across the ring and tagging in Christian. Didn't want to put up with that big boy anymore. Neck bigger by Christian. I'm about to blow my nose. Let me mute the mic real quick. Jesus.
Man, this should be good.
Big E starting to slow down a bit here.
And you have to assume his partner is just itching to get in there right about now.
It looks to me like his partner's itching to get in there. And now might be a good time to give him what he wants.
I think a lot of people right now are scratching their heads wondering how he let this match get so out of hand.
He's showing amazing agility here. Whoa! Christian with the offense.
This is some great offense by Christian.
And there's a slap. Oh, that's just humiliating.
Christian from behind. Reverse DDT.
Goodness me, excuse my allergies. They will, in fact, be the death of me. They just slowly eat away at my heart and soul until there be nothing left. Christian going for the pin on Kofi. I haven't seen any of this match. I was busy clearing my sinuses. Dunks, what did you think? How's this been going? It smells like fucking cereal in the house. What on earth? Dunks, that you? He's looking at me like, no. Christian trying to hit a spinning elbow from the top rope. Risky maneuver, and it's not going to pay off as Kofi gets him up. Oh, what a spinning fisherman neckbreaker. He's telling him to suck his nuts. And the crowd chanting, New Day rocks. That lady in the orange shirt telling him to kill Christian. Giving the thumbs down. Throwing Christian aside. Oh, springboard punch. Oh, into a drop kick. Don't see that coming very often. And oh God, what a stomp by Kofi into the pin. 1, 2, and Christian still kicks out. One of these teams walking away with their first loss on record. Drop kick from Kofi. Oh, snootin' dunker. Snootin' dunker. And here we go. We don't see this often. The boom drop by Kofi Kingston. Into a pin now. 1, 2. Oh. Christian kicks out as Big E takes care of Edge, throwing him right back into his corner. Kofi now has Edge Not Edge. Kofi now has Christian up, but Christian's gonna bring Kofi down. What is Christian planning? Doesn't matter as Kofi kicks him aside. Makes the hot tag to Edge. It's Edge and Kofi as the legal men now. And Kofi catches him off guard with a neck breaker. A little bit of a stumble there as Christian rolled out of the ring. Edge now sent into the corner. And they've got him. There for the Unicorn Stampede. Edge in serious trouble. Christian nowhere to be seen to help his fallen comrade here as they just go balls deep on the R-rated superstar. And now sending the massive Big E right into him. That's a lot of big boy weight right there. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 1. Impressive. Absolute dominant showing by Edge there. Not really offensively, but like proving that it's going to take a lot to keep him down. As Big E now gets Edge up to his feet. Oh, goes for the flapjack, but Edge catches him with the DDT out of nowhere, and Big E kicks out at 1. You know, Big E almost made it to Money in the Bank. He won his qualifier match. He just did not win it fast enough. I don't remember if it was Curtis Axel or Jason Jordan that ended up taking his place. It was one of the two. As Edge from behind now hits the back body suplex to Big E. As Edge goes for the stomp. Getting Big E to his feet. No, jawbreaker. Stopping him in his tracks. Belly to belly overhead suplex. Almost just broke Edge's neck right there. You see Edge glazed over a bit. 1, 2. Oh, and Edge barely kicking out. I'm like so concerned chat's gonna break again. Just because like there's no indication that it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Big E getting Edge right back up. Irish whip into the corner. As the tag is made to Kofi. Excuse me. I've been very sick lately. Looking for the midnight hour to Edge. Into the pin. Big E not stopping Christian though. 1, but he is now. 2. Oh, but Edge still kicking out. Well, that is it's good to see that chat is still working, as I can see your message right now. But that doesn't mean the constant fear isn't there. As Kofi locks Edge in that head scissors, but Edge able to escape. Edge now grabs Kofi by the head into a massive jawbreaker. Oh, Edge showing this is the thinking man's game. Oh, he smacked his little hands on it. Oh, there's another clothesline. I don't know what that's called, but it busted Kofi Kingston open. Kofi trying to make it to Big E, and Edge is not going to let that happen. As he hits that big maneuver. Now in the corner. Kofi, better look out. Edge setting it up. Into the spear. Edge not making the pin, instead tagging in Christian, who's going to immediately continue working onto Kofi Kingston. Kofi took a spear, and they still are not done with him as Christian gets him up for the standing flapjack. They are trying to injure Kofi Kingston here. Kofi now getting up to his feet and punching Christian outside the ring. I don't know what the plan from Christian there was, but it did not work out in his favor as Kofi follows him to the outside, trying to kick him in the head, but Christian rolling out of the way, throwing Kofi in the ring. Here's Christian's opportunity as Kofi makes the tag to Big E. Christian better look out. Here comes the big boy. Just barreling into him repeatedly. Oh, and a massive boot to the nipple of Christian. But Kofi laid out on the outside. It is all Big E now. Just kind of staring over Christian. Plotting horrible deeds. Belly to belly suplex. Almost crushing Christian's head and neck. Oh no, he whipping them titties out. That's gonna be real bad for Christian. He needs to watch his back or he's gonna get picked up for the big ending. But there's no one to stop Edge from breaking it up. 1. Oh, here comes Kofi. 2, but he's too late. As Edge is able to save the match. And Edge gets picked up. Oh, I thought he was going to go the big ending. He just stun gunned him. I actually thought when Kofi went to the top rope, they were going to hit Edge with the Midnight Hour. Christian able to kick Big E away. As Christian goes to the top rope. Diving frog splash. Edge crawling. Trying to get back to their corner as Christian just pummels Big E's head to the ground. Christian now with a massive execution DDT. Shades of his brother. Christian now doing the big stomp on the exposed titties of Big E. Right hook. And there it is. The kill switch. I don't know if Kofi has enough energy to break up the pin. Edge is faster. Oh, but he's distracted. And Edge... Oh, it's Xavier. Xavier distracting the referee. As all hell breaks loose here in this tag match. I kind of forgot about Xavier, to be honest with you. Christian throwing Big E into the corner. Oh, Big E kicks him in the head. From behind. Back body suplex. Big E now dragging him into the corner, into the pin. 1, 2, and Christian still staying in it. And there's Edge back up on the rope. Kofi Kingston still nowhere to be seen. Jawbreaker up. There's Kofi back on the apron. Belly to belly suplex to Christian. As we see Big E pick him up. And nope, not quite a big ending yet as we hit the backbreaker. Into a second backbreaker. Trying to damage the ribs of Christian. Big E clearly exhausted. Putting everything on the line in this match. And he's going to put Christian away here now. Picks him up for the big ending. I think he hit the ropes there into the pin, but Edge is right there to break it up. Kofi! Oh, out of nowhere, hits him with a DDT. But I think he accidentally broke up the pin while attacking Edge. So that's going to buy Christian some more time as Big E hits the double axe handle. I think Christian needs to make a tag, but there's no partner for him anymore. As he misses his stomp, he's very clearly, at least minorly concussed. As Christian slowly gets Big E up to his feet. Oh no, just slaps him down. The disrespect from Christian here. Slamming Big E's arm down. Big E shakes his little arm like, ah! Christian! Shades of his brother once again hitting the spear on Big E. Stealing Edge's move. His partner still nowhere to be seen. Calling for Big E to get to his feet. Second rope spinning elbow. Big E looking for the tag, and Christian definitely not going to let it happen. Irish whip into the corner. And sends his exposed titty into the steel ring post. That's got to chafe his nipples. And now Christian just choking him out with the boot. But Big E fights out as Edge gets to the ring apron. Kofi still clearly exhausted on the outside. And Christian fighting out of Big E's grip. Irish whipping Big E into the corner now. Big E not going to let that tag happen. Picks him up. Oh no, reversing the big ending into a reverse DDT. Still not going to let that tag happen to Kofi regardless of how tired or busted open Kofi is. They need to work on the man that is currently exhausted. As Edge now drags Big E into the rope and gets it used against him. Edge, oh, not able to stop Big E from making the tag to Kofi, who dodges the big boot with a jump but gets caught by the second one. That was almost really impressive by Kofi Kingston. Neck breaker. Kofi in trouble into the pin. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, and Kofi was just too exhausted. Edge and Christian remain undefeated here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions, 2-0. as the New Day take their first regular tag team loss. What a showing here by both tag teams, though. Very impressive, very impressive. Congratulations to Edge and Christian. For the benefit of those with flash photography, there's them shaking hands. Now we're going to cut that and move on to our next segment, which is going to be none other than a word from still your Punchy Boys 2K18 champion, the only man to retain their title, the only person to retain their title at Great Balls of Fire, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, decimating Luke Gallows. I think it was 7-6 in that Iron Man match. I could be wrong. Could have been 7-5. Either way, he decimated Luke Gallows in that 15-minute Iron Man match to retain his championship. He now looks to continue his luxurious title reign into the next event, but he also needs to start watching his back soon, because currently there's only one person from Jimmbob Crocket Promotions in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's Ed, but there could be another in Carl Anderson if on Friday Night Fights the qualifier doesn't end in under 5.5 minutes. And if someone from Jimmbob Crocket Promotions wins that Money in the Bank ladder match, he is going to have to watch his back 24/7. Anyone could strike him down at any moment. But you bet he's got to be happy that it's currently 3-1 in that Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't know my Dusty voice. It's never a bad day when I can come out here and entertain the greatest fans in the world. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am, because I'm having the time of my life. I'm a guy on the rise, and I owe it to all you people. Oh, and my friends and family who supported me. Also my parents. Wouldn't that be family? I wouldn't be here without them. I mean, literally, I wouldn't be here. It'd be impossible. Wait, where was I? Do you hear that? Listen very carefully. That's the sound of management quaking in their boots. Because they know that people like you are fed up with being spoon-fed the same crummy superstars week in and week out. They know that you're demanding superstars with actual talent, and that's where I come in. I can take those demands and turn them into reality, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Never mind the fact that management doesn't want to support my bid for a pay-per-view match. I have millions of fans here and watching at home that have my back, and that's all I need. I will get my pay-per-view match, whether you like it or not. You're better off just giving it to me before I have to take it. Well, you are like the main world champion, so you will be getting one. I know that the WWE Universe is the reason why I'm allowed to do what I do best inside this ring every single week, so allow me to give you fans the gratitude you so richly deserve. Thank you. It's because of you I get to perform inside this ring, and it'll be because of you that I succeed. Inspirational words from your Punchy Boys 2K18 champion, Dusty Rhodes. An absolute legend, both in his time and in this one. As we move on now to our main event of the evening. Darth Maul will defend his newly earned Fightmaster Championship against Santa Claus in just a regular singles match. I don't know if we've ever had a regular singles match for the Fightmaster title, but we are here tonight. You know, Santa requested this match. He was given to it as, you know, Fightmaster, 24/7 defenses and all that. The League of Holidays. No, Frosty Vamps don't know where you are. The League of Holidays. It's not the League of Holidays, it's just Santa. There is no Hornswoggle. I mean, there is literally a Rusev. They are not on the same team. They are on the same show, actually. They are on the same show. Dunk be sleeping in the corner. I can see chat, but the constant fear, it's always there. After that happened just once. Here we go. Fight Master title on the line, no entrance. This is your budget show. This is your filler. Jimmbob Promotions. Or is it filler if the title changes hands here tonight? Could Darth Maul hold the Fight Master Championship for literally one day in Universe before dropping it to the King of Christmas? Santa throwing Darth Maul down to the ground. Darth Maul was trying to be very ominous at the start of the show, talking down to the entire locker room. Santa Claus, very big boy, having none of it apparently. Uppercut from Darth Maul, still unable to take Santa Claus down. As Santa starts reversing, and look at the flexibility of Santa Claus, putting all of his weight to good use in multiple facets as Darth Maul begins fighting back, pushing his foot out from under him. That's one way to topple a giant. Darth Maul taunting him now.
No question about that one.
I would just like to say that I have not given Darth Maul his new finisher yet. I kind of forgot that he even needed one. So if he wins here tonight, that will be like one of the first things I do. As Darth Maul now gets Santa Claus up, hitting him with the Jawbreaker. As Darth Maul now gets Santa up. Another Jawbreaker. I mean, it's great offense to take out Santa. It's clearly got him dazed in the corner. Darth Maul slowly getting Santa up to his feet. Big punch. No, he can't. He can't. Oh, picking up that massive big boy for a suplex. Getting Santa right back up now. And there's the DDT. This could be over before it even starts. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count, a 1 count out of the DDT. And Darth Maul is shocked. And he needs to put Santa away here, even if it means using the shitty Samoan driver. And he can, in fact, get Santa Claus up on his shoulder. Shitty Samoan driver down the ropes. Dragging Santa away from the ropes. Not going to let that rope break happen. Into the pin. 1, 2. And Santa kicks out immediately after 2. Darth Maul, shocked. Wasn't prepared for this kind of resilience in his first title defense. As he goes to the second rope. Now elbow smash. Now just stomping Santa's face in, trying to break his glasses, it seems. Oh, it's Santa getting him with the double leg takedown out of nowhere. Suddenly grabbing Darth Maul's head. Go uppercut to the chest. Whoa, my God, down the chimney goes Santa Claus. Oh, big boy butt buster. Into a pin. 1, 2, and Darth Maul kicks out at 2. Darth Maul, a second away from losing his championship. 1 day after gaining it. Jawbreaker to Santa Claus, who stays standing. The Luthez press. Able to take Santa down as the Sith Lord, locking in that submission move that caused Big Papa Smurf to tap out. Will Santa do the same? No. Oh, punch him in the armpit. That's certainly one way to attack your opponent. As Santa now has the upper hand. No! Darth Maul reversing. Right hook. Right hook. Oh, massive left hook from Santa. Dazes him. Picks him right up. And reversed into a DDT from Darth Maul. Incredible. Rolling Santa over. Not like that kind of like single leg figure 4 hurt your leg move. A classic. Getting Santa up for a massive suplex, shaking the entire ring. As Darth Maul now hits the DDT once again. And that's gotta be it for Santa. 1, 2, 3. Darth Maul retains his Fight Master Championship. But it was way closer than I'm sure he wanted it to be. Let's take a look at some of those replays here. We saw like a replay. It's enough. It's enough replays. We okay here? You're gonna award Darth Maul his Fight Master Championship once again as he yanks it away from that referee, holding the belt high into the air. Darth Maul's reign will continue. Thank you all for joining me for Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Those of you watching live, we will continue with Friday Night Fights. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Alright, let's get this shit loaded up.